Yeah. Coffee. Evening coffee. Nice, Nathan. How'd you like it? I know you fucking loved it. We'll talk about that when we get started. Yeah. Let's do this. Bushes. You like that? A little flash. A little flash grunting. Flash grunt. Flash grunt. It's like a flash mob. Flash grunt. There we go, fam. Let's get into it. Drop some comments. Keep on commenting. Float some biceps. What'd you pump today? What'd you pump? What you been pumping? What you been pumping? You been pumping good? Bow, 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 bow.
Bullshit.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon,
It's a bacon.
is sizzling.
Ooh, bacon. I want
Welcome
bacon.
to the Daily Swole.
Mama, make me bacon.
Testing, test, testing, 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 test, testing, testing. Testing, test ickles, testing, test ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 968 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, Slaycast, Taintcast, Jackedcast, Yokedcast, fucking New Year's cast in the realm. Because we're not flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, booshes? Welcome to the show. If it's your first daily sleaze, welcome to the live sleaze. This is the live sleaze. This is the sleaziest podcast you'll ever see, you'll watch, and probably the most profound, unkempt beard post-workout you'll ever see. Plus, the man bun is large and in charge. I'm feeling good, and I have plenty of caffeine in my system, so we are on track to have a wonderful new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy Swole New Year. If you're just joining, you might be like, it's not New Year's, bro. It's December 30th. Nope, it's fucking New Year's. It's fucking New Year's. It is New Year's. It is time. Yeah, it is the bitch cast. It is the time to crush now. We're starting 2 days early. Fuck everyone that wants to wait. Why wait 2 days? Start today, you fucking jabroni. I posted on Instagram, I posted on Facebook, and I'll say it again and again. No jabronis allowed. We are going at it. We're going balls fucking deep right to the taint. Rump. Knowledge fisting today. We are getting fit in 2019, but it starts right now. It starts right now. So first off, what did you pump today? What dost thou pumpeth? Did you pump? Did you pump today? I finished an arm workout, which was fantastic. I've been feeling really good. I've been feeling really full. I've been feeling really pumped. I've been feeling very mobile. My joints been feeling good. I've been working on my mobility, been doing a great focus. Oh, that's another big point. Announcement to make. Those of you that are Swolenormous X members, the brand new division of Swolenormous X, Swole in 7, the 7-minute mobility workouts that you can do. So you got the upper and the lower body to get started. I hope you enjoy that. That has been great because I'm filming them and I'm editing them. It's getting me off the fucking ball here. It's getting me and making me work on mobility and focusing on mobility. And that's what I try to do. I try to implement and I try to integrate all these different aspects of content creation into my own personal health. I think that's a great hack for your life. I think it's a great hack for what you do. And that's why I created Swole in 7. That way you can, there's no excuses. There's no excuse to not get it done. I mean, who doesn't have fucking 7 minutes? If you have 7 minutes, you can do a mobility workout. If you have 7 minutes, you can loosen up your upper body. You have 7 minutes, you can loosen up your lower body. You can make progress, right? Active recovery. You can do 7 minutes intermittently throughout the day. You can string a couple together and do 21 minutes of mobility. But you are in control. So it puts it more into your, it puts the ball in your court and allows you to get it done. It allows you to slip it in, right? That's what she said. It allows you to get it in, and there's no excuse not to get it in. And it's very easy to make excuses. It's very easy to say, I'm too busy. It's very easy to push it off. It's very easy to not have time. But when it's organized and it's all fucking locked out in 7 minutes, you can't make an excuse. If you tell me you don't have time, do that. Well, I don't have time to do that. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. You are a dumb bitch, even if you're a guy. And you all know that I use cunt, twat, bitch. I use all those interchangeably. I'm not talking about women. It's not a sexist term. I'm talking about all people. All right, we're all one human race, and a lot of humans are bitches. It's a great word. Don't be a biche. Don't be a biche. You have 7 minutes. So this has been my little push in my head, this, behind the Swollen 7. I want to just destroy all your excuses for fitness. There's no excuse for, and that's a big one, time. What are some of the other ones that you might have? What are some other excuses that you can have? I think we've done this little kind of poll before. What are some other excuses that are really common with fitness? What are some other excuses that you're going to hear a lot of, that you hear from your family or friends that can't do it? You tell them, hey, come to the gym with me, come do this workout, come do this Swole Normus X workout, come check out this, or, let's go for a walk, let's go for a run. What are some excuses that you hear a lot? Time is a big one. What are some of the other ones that you hear? What are some of the ones that you've used? You're going to have this a lot. You're going to hear a lot about this, the reasons why people can't get started January 1st. Oh, I'm going to wait, but I'm busy. Oh, I don't have the money. I racked up my credit cards buying stupid gifts, or I'm going on a trip, or, people always use a vacation or a week off as an excuse because you might be home from January 1st to January 10th, but you're going away on January 10th for 4 days and you don't want to start something and then stop for 4 days. That's some serious shit. That's some serious bullshit that people don't want to start because they're going to have to be out of town for a couple days. What does being out of town have anything to do with not doing your workout? It's because you might not have a gym. I get it. You might not have a gym. You might not have access to something. Fine. Well, that's why I made the Swollen 7, because you don't need any equipment. You just need a few square feet of space and your fucking body, and then you can do it. So there's no excuse. And that's why it's important to have it be mobility, because you don't need equipment. You don't need stuff. Maybe use a towel or a t-shirt or a strap. Maybe I might do some with like 10-pound dumbbells or something really light, but it's optional. There's always something you can do. You can do stretching, you can do yoga. That's the beauty of yoga. That's one of the biggest benefits of yoga that doesn't get talked about enough. I talk about how it helps with your strength, it helps with your physique, it helps with your recovery mentally and physically. But one of the best parts about yoga is that you don't need any equipment. Sure, it's good to have a yoga mat because you might not slip as much, or it can give you a little bit of cushion if you're doing on concrete or something. But you don't need any equipment. You don't need a mat. If you could do it right on the floor if you wanted to, right? You could do a yoga pose. You can do some rotations. You could do some stretching. You can do yoga anywhere. You know how I know that? Instagram. Everyone does fucking yoga everywhere, right? Everyone does all the freaking poses, the archer pose. Everyone's doing it in front of like some monument and shit. But there's a reason why you're doing that. You don't see people posing in front of monuments doing a bicep curl. You don't see them you see handstands and push-ups. I get that, I'm not trying to nitpick, but yoga is done anywhere. You need zero equipment. And it's probably the single most important thing you could possibly do in your life, period, let alone in combination with your strength training. Yoga is probably equally, if not more important than strength training. And I'm serious about that. And this is coming from someone who loves to lift. I love to lift, and I think strength is very important. But if I had to choose one, if it was lifting weights or yoga, I don't know, man. I don't know which I would choose if it was one or the other. I think I might just choose lifting because I love that feeling, but to be tight, that's going to cost you later on in life. That's going to cost you. Strength is really important, but man, if anything, they're dead even, and they should be done together, 100% both. You should be focusing amazingly and really, especially in 2019, if that's what you're going to do and you really want to change the game and you want to set a resolution and do something you haven't done before, it's yoga. That's it, man. Ladies, come on, it's yoga. Everyone, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how old you are, I don't care what your goals are, everyone should be doing yoga. That's it. That's all I really need to say about it. And I've talked about it many times, and of course, we'll talk more about yoga moving forward, but it's everyone. There's no reason why you should not be doing yoga. You have an upper body injury? Okay, you can do mobility and yoga for your lower body. You have a lower body injury? You could do yoga and mobility for your upper body. You're trying to bulk up? Great, do yoga. You're trying to cut down? Great, do yoga. You're trying to blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. You're a runner, you do CrossFit, you do Spartan races, you do swimming, you're a cyclist. It doesn't matter. Yoga, yoga, yoga. Super. It's huge. It's so huge. Oh, let's take this one. Where'd that come from? Jody did yoga for the first time this morning. Just after lifting for a couple years, my body is so tight that it cuts off. Damn, I wanted to see that comment. Don't make me choose. I love to lift. Kayla, I led my mom through her first Shavasana meditation this morning. She loved it. And Nathan, I try to get in at least 15 minutes of yoga each night before bed. It's so important. And if you have kids, I think that goes overlooked a lot too. I mean, you should be getting your kids involved with fitness, and yoga is one of the best things you can do to get your kids involved with fitness, because kids love to fucking play around. Kids love to bend and downward dog. How do you think kids stand up? Kids stand up doing a downward dog. That's how they stand up for the first time, right? They do a downward dog. They do a front squat. They do an overhead squat to stand up. Kids are always doing downward dog. So they see you do it and they want to do what mommy or daddy does. I mean, you can have your kids, even if they just fuck around and I know they're going to get in your way, but they're going to see you do it. It's such a good influence. Get them a little mat, get them a little block. That's so fucking cool. That's so awesome. I see that all the time. So many of you Swolenormous X members, you're sending me pictures and videos of you doing yoga with your kids. You have two mats set up. That's fine. Let them fuck around. Let them do it. If anything, they're seeing you do it. And that's the most important thing. They're seeing you do it, whether or not they're doing a full yoga flow, whether or not they're interrupting you a little bit. They get it. They get it. They know, and they see you taking care of your body, and they're going to remember that. Those are lessons that they're going to remember. Oh, I used to do yoga. My mom used to do yoga, and they're not going to be against it. They're not going to be pushing back against it in the future because they grew up with it and they're familiar with it. And be like, oh, what's yoga? That's for chicks. Oh, I'm trying to get yoked. And I hope your kid's trying to get yoked. I hope your kids and your daughter and your sons are trying to build muscle, but you don't want them to do that at the expense of not doing yoga and not doing mobility work. Brett, my 4-year-old, loves to practice with me. Yeah, you see, it's natural. They love to play around. They love to climb things, and they'll get out a lot of that nervous and pent up energy if they're in house, especially during the winter. A lot of you live in colder climates. You're not outside all the time. It's for kids. You get really fucking tense because you can't run around, or you go outside and it's cold, and you're stuck inside a lot. It feels so good, and my little girls love to do it with me. Nice. My 6-year-old can hold a perfect plank for over a minute. Yeah, well, you're supposed to. When you look at your kids, those are the bodies that people lose. Those are the bodies. That's the mobility you're supposed to maintain. You see their little bare feet? That's how a human body is supposed to function. They don't have plantar fasciitis. They don't have issues with their lower back. You know why? It's not just because they're brand new people and they haven't been on Earth long enough to get compounded wearing away over time, but they also are mobile. They're bending, they're twisting, they're doing things, they're running around, they're doing things that you don't do. And everyone's like, sit down, stop climbing that, get down from there. You want your kids to be barefoot. You want your kids to be doing mobility stuff as often as they can, because society is going to try to lock them down. So you have to lead them. It comes down to the parents. It's not the school. It's not TV. It's not the society. It's you. You're the one that raises your fucking kid. Raise them the right way. So anyway, if you're not doing yoga yet, that should be on your list. That should be at the fucking top. If you're not doing your mobility regularly, if you're not practicing yoga, that should be absolutely at the top of your list. Okay? That goes without saying. Let's see. If you're not yet checking out, I'm going to be adding some new articles and some new content. I'm going to be putting up some new stuff. I'm going to get a better schedule for the Gain Train. Those of you that follow the Gain Train on swolenormousx.com, there's workouts and articles and little clips of the Daily Swole and stuff on swolenormousx.com. It's a Gain Train blog. You can go check that out. You can also subscribe to the podcast at swolenormousx.com, and you can check out all the programs, yoga, all the content at swolenormousx.com if you want to get started. Yep, it's that time of year where people are going to get started. People are going to say, I want to do this. I want to do this. That is why Swole. I mean, it's so funny because everyone that's already in Swolenormous X, we've just been fucking just consistent the entire time. Everyone that's posting has been staying on their workouts. Everyone's been making progress. Everyone's been posting inspirational stuff and progress pictures. I almost don't even know, or I almost didn't even notice the holidays, to be honest, because this little bubble that we've created that shields from all the distractions and the outside bullshit has really been phenomenal, and I really hope that this kind of bubble that I have tried to create, at least for myself, I like this bubble. If you've been a part of it and if it's helped shield you from that bullshit, I'm glad, because there's a lot of distraction, and distraction pulls you away from being consistent. And I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll continue to say it. Consistency is the number one thing that will get you results. or keep you away from it. If you're quitting every program you try, if you're stopping, if you're not consistent with it, it doesn't matter if it's amazing. If you're not doing it, it doesn't matter if it's a great program. If you're not doing it regularly, you have to be consistent. You have to be putting in that daily effort. And this, if you're watching, I don't know who it was, I forget, but someone mentioned, and I was asking you some goals. What are you trying to accomplish? And someone mentioned that I believe it was his goal is 260 sessions this year. And I just want to kind of bring this up because it's important to set proper goals. And we'll talk about proper goal setting. We'll talk about what's important to focus on, obviously, in the next couple of weeks, because everyone's going to be starting their resolution or trying to turn things up a notch because it's a new year, a new start, blah, blah, blah. And he was saying that he wanted to, his goal was to be more consistent. So his goal was 260 sessions this year. I'm like, sessions of what? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, workouts, 260. I'm like, I have never once in my life ever mentally thought about how many sessions I'm doing in a year. It's completely ass backwards of the focus that you should have. It has nothing to do with the total amount of sessions. It has to do with the consistency, because technically you can do 260 sessions in a row and then you can take 100 days off. So, I mean, it's such a big number. It's like trying to lose 100 pounds. That's not what you want to focus on, because that's just such a lofty goal. If you're doing, let's say 4 or 5 or 6 days a week, you'll get to the 260, whatever the fuck it doesn't matter. It's just it's a number that doesn't matter at all, because you start looking at the number of sessions. Like, you went to the gym. Okay, and I did this in my Instagram story. Oh, and I started a new highlight section for the knowledge cock. So on Instagram, whenever I do like a little, because every once in a while, I'll post links to the podcast or new videos, or I'll do instructional tutorials, but I'll add every once in a while, I'm doing these types of like certain topics where it's a couple stories in a row, and I'll add them to the knowledge cock. You'll see the little eggplant highlight in my profile. So I talked about this today. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. It's the quantity too. You definitely need quantity, because if you're only working out once a week, but it's really quality, it's not enough. So it's important to have the quantity, but not at the expense of the quality, because you could literally, come on, it's the new year time. We all know, you see the same fucking people on the treadmills and the ellipticals and all that shit, they look the same they look the same. They're fat as fuck, and they look the same every year. The people that are always on the same machine, the people that always do the same shit, and they never fucking change. They never get bigger. They never get leaner. They never look different. They just the same. They're a hamster on a wheel, literally, right? They're on a treadmill. They're fucking the same shit. And they're on it usually for an hour or two. Your entire workout, you leave, they're still on it. You're like, what the fuck are they doing over there? Okay? There are always those people that just do the same fucking shit. So they're getting their sessions in. Hey, no doubt about it. They're there. And you can say all you want, like, oh, well, at least they're there. People always make excuses, right, for that. Oh, well, at least they're there. You should welcome them. At least they're there doing it. At least they're not sitting on their butt on the couch. Yeah, but they're also not getting the most out of it. They're wasting their time. So I have a hard time. I have a hard time pandering to pussies in that sense, because that's a pussy mentality. It really is. Well, at least they're not sitting on the couch. Well, at least they're doing something, right? The Zumba class or this. Oh, at least they're doing something. Yeah, but wouldn't you want to spend your time doing something that's going to give you like optimal results? That's going to give you the most benefit? Nothing wrong with doing Zumba, but not for fucking results. Do your yoga, do your weight training, and then, okay, if you want to do, that's for fun. Don't do it for exercise. That's for fun. That's entertainment. Like, we're talking about fitness. We're talking about exercise. It's just, I know it's definitely better than sitting on the couch. There's no doubt about it. It's absolutely better than sitting on your butt. However, if you're at least not sitting on your butt and you're doing that for 2 or 3 years or months and months, you're doing the same fucking thing. All right. That's your new normal. You're not sitting on your butt. Yeah, congratulations. You want a pat on the back? You want a fucking cookie and a medal? It's time to actually do something that's going to work. It's time to actually put some fucking effort in. So those people are getting their sessions in, but the quality sucks. It fucking sucks. And the proof is in the results, which there are none. They're not changing. Yes, it's better to do that and walking or whatever than do nothing. Sure. However, it's absolutely not getting them the most results. So should we keep on pandering and patting them on the back for going? Or should we say the fucking truth and tell like it is and be like, you got to start doing some fucking shit that works. You got to really analyze what you're doing, because you're wasting your time. It's just doing the same shit and not getting any results. Like, you don't notice that? You don't notice you look the same? You don't notice? You don't notice that you're just doing the same shit? You don't notice that people who at the gym gets the most results? Who at the gym gets the most results? The people in the cardio machines? No. Who has the most results? A lot of times the people that are in the best shape are either maybe on the step mill, right? Because you're actually doing work on that, but it's the people that are lifting weights. Why do people that lift weights look better? Why do people that train harder? I wonder why. I wonder why people that look the way you want to look lift fucking weights. Is that a shocker to anyone? Are we still having this discussion where, oh, well, I don't want to get too big. I don't want to get too bulky. Fucking hell. You're not going to get too bulky. If only that were a problem. Whenever I lift, my arms get too big. No, they don't. You're just not getting rid of the fat on top of them. You're just pushing the fat further out to the sides. You're not getting too bulky, sweetheart. You know, women always say that. I don't want to get too bulky. How are you going to do that? Just going to accidentally like inject yourself with a gram of testosterone a week and just get too bulky? No, you're going to train as hard, if not harder than everyone else and struggle to put on muscle even more than dudes because you're not producing testosterone. You're not going to get bulky. And if you're getting bulky, you're eating too much fucking food. That's how it works. Simple. Look at who is in best shape, right? And we can go back to the extremes. We can look at Olympic athletes. Look at a sprinter. I think we can all agree that a sprinter's body, female and male, is more of like, wow, the ideal, right? You want to be lean, ripped, and have muscle. They're not jacked, but they're really shredded, and they have that fast twitch fiber action, right? They're nice, dense, fast, explosive muscle. Then you look at the marathon runners and they look like they just got to have a concentration camp. They're emaciated, they're skinny, they're not dense, but they have amazing endurance. Like, no, I'm not knocking them, but the physique is completely different. It doesn't look healthy. It's just, skinny, and it's designed for a different effect, right? It's the adaptation, right? So what do we want? What do you want, right? What body do you want? Well, you're going to have to do something very similar to what these people are fucking doing. If you want to look like that, wouldn't it make sense that you should do those types of things? It makes sense. But people don't. They'll stay on their elliptical because it's easy. You adapted to it. They'll stay on that treadmill. They'll just keep on walking and cycling and doing the fucking Zumba and then just and then blum. And you see everyone fucking doing Zumba and they got their little gut hanging over their fucking spandex. You see people in these group exercise classes, spin classes, they still got that fucking gut. Spinning is garbage, by the way. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care. Spinning is so bad for the body. That's what we need, right? That's what we need in our life. People that are sitting down all the fucking time, hip flexed, knees flexed, tight calves. That's what we need. We need to lock ourselves onto a fucking bike and push really, really hard and tense up our body, hunched over. That's what we need. Cycling and the bike position is probably the worst position for 99.9% of the population. Unless you're doing amazing mobility work to counteract that, you should not be sitting on a fucking bike. You should be doing mobility. You should be loosening up. Literally, it amplifies all the bad things that we know about sitting. It amplifies all of it. It amplifies that hip flex position. It amplifies that poor upper back posture. It amplifies that knee flexion. It amplifies the tight calves. It amplifies the fucking rigidity of the ankle and the foot. It amplifies everything in the worst possible way under tension and duress. So everything gets stronger and tighter and stiffer and adapts to that position. So we're amplifying our poor posture. It's not good shit. And wouldn't you know it, a lot of people that I see coming out of spin classes, they've got fucking guts. They're fat. They're fat, or they're skinny and they have big calves and they, but then they have that pooch. Like, why are people fucking skinny and have that fat stomach? It's hormones, it's stress, and it comes back to the quality of the food, the quality of the training. It's all related. I don't care if you've seen results counting calories. I don't care. I understand how energy works. I understand the physics behind it. I understand the chemistry behind it. Yes, if you restrict your calories, you will likely lose weight. It's possible. However, health is more important. Health, reducing stress, eating anti-inflammatory foods. I mean, this is very, very important for the body. The quality comes first. Quality of the training, quality of the food, quality of your stress management. And then you can work on frequency. Then you can work on variation. If you're not getting the basics right, you have no business fucking around with some higher level shit. You don't need to do lying or supine or 2-arm cable curls. Crush some fucking barbell curls. Crush them until you feel like your arms are going to rip apart. You want to build muscle? And then go home and just stuff your fucking face with quality food. Try that for 5 years. Like, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. That's why the whole approach that I am trying to promote is this lifestyle. It's that journey approach. It's not romantic. It's just a fucking fact. There's nothing romantic about training for 15, 20 years. But are you going to be around on this earth for 20 years? Okay, well, why not train? And why not do it right? Because you're going to be here for 20 years. In 20 years, if you do and focus on the quality, in 20 years, you're going to have amazing results. You have to keep on fucking crushing. And then 20 years are going to pass. The thing is, the 20 years are going to pass whether you like it or not. It's going to go. Whether you train or not, you're going to lose 20 years. Do you want to spend it putting in quality effort? That's what I did. And I didn't start training thinking, oh my God, I'm going to train for 20 years and get amazing results. No, I put my head down and I fucking worked every damn day. And it works. It works. But I was relentlessly consistent. And I think back, I never really recognized how consistent I was. I never recognized how much of a priority I put into my training. I never noticed it until now, obviously doing the podcast for 968 days, but I never noticed how much when I'm like reflecting on the consistency. That's why I'm pushing so hard. I'm like, shit, I remember how much I would go out of my way, how much I would cancel and like revolve everything around my training, around my food, staying up late to cook, packing it, bringing it. It was a number one priority. And if you think that you can get amazing results by not making it your top priority, think fucking again. Has nothing to do with quality of life, has nothing to do with, oh, but I like to go out. People should be able to go out. You can still get results and go out. Okay, well, does that mean go out and meet some friends? Does that mean go out and eat shit? Does that mean go out and stay up late and not train the next day and hurt your health? There are many different ways and different shades of how you live your life. Do you want amazing results or do you want average results? So this is the time of year where it's perfect to really think about how much effort you're putting in. Are you making it a top priority? I don't believe that you need to have a number one priority and a number two, and then something else comes number three. You can have a bunch of number ones. What are the most important things you need to do every day? One should be your fitness, should be your training, whatever you're doing that day. Do you have to lift weights every day? Absolutely fucking not. You don't have to lift weights every day. I don't lift weights every day, but you should be doing yoga. You should be doing mobility. You should be taking 0 days off. Absolutely no days off. And a lot of people think, well, don't you need rest days? No, you don't need rest days. You need momentum. It doesn't mean that you have intense training every fucking day. It just means that you're doing something every day. Momentum. Nice, slow, lurching momentum. Just every fucking day, relentless to a fault. Just every fucking day. That's it. There's no other option. You're doing it every day. You're doing something, whether it's yoga, whether it's mobility, but you're doing it every day. No excuse. That's why I created the Swole 7. Even if like you're just the most busy fucking day and you get 7 minutes in, boom, you still got it done. Momentum is going to breed consistency. Because if you build that inertia, that habit of just doing it all the fucking time, you'll never stop. You'll never stop. You just keep on moving. And if something comes up and you really don't get it in that day for whatever reason, the next day you're just itching for it. It's like a fucking compulsion. You have to do it. And that's when you really start seeing amazing results. You need that momentum. You need consistency. You need discipline to build that momentum, and then you'll be consistent. You just have to fucking go and do it. And I said this the other day, if Nike's slogan, just do it, worked so well, we wouldn't be fatter than ever. So there's something else going on. People are just doing it. They're just doing it stupidly. They're just doing it wrong. They're just doing it by wearing Nike sneakers and fucking up their ankles and their posture. They're just doing it by taking supplements. They're just doing it by using fast food and counting calories and not focusing on the quality. People are just doing it, but they're just doing it wrong, or they're just doing it lazy. They're not actually taking care of their fitness. You have to really give a shit about your body. You have to actually give a fuck about how your body is going to be in 30 years. I'm concerned about how I'm going to feel. I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I'm pumped, I'm lean, I feel great, I feel like I look great. I'm happy with what I see. It's not gonna be like that forever. And I'm not gonna be one of those people, oh, I need plastic surgery and I'm looking worse. But I'm gonna take as much control now of what I can control and take care of myself. And it's hard to balance that. I'm sitting down, I'm standing up sometimes. I'm trying to do more mobility stuff, but you have to make it a constant effort. And it shouldn't be a battle. It shouldn't be a fight. It shouldn't be something, oh, I don't have time. What do you mean you don't have time? Do you take a shit when you have to take a shit? Do you piss? Do you like, oh, I'm not going to piss. I'll piss tomorrow. No, you're like, I got to fucking pee. And you go pee. You need to get your training in. You need to get your yoga in. You need to get your mobility. You have to fucking do it. It needs to be something that is like a bodily function because it is a bodily function. It's your mind. It's your body. It's everything. And it's absolutely exceptionally important. Kayla, I want barefoot shoes so bad. You have them. They're built into your body. Just take off whatever you're wearing and boom, you got your barefoot shoes. Done. Look at that. Magic. Magic. That's the best kind of barefoot shoes. I'm barefoot whenever I can. I love my Vibrams, but if I can take them off, it's even better. When you're completely barefoot, that's the way it should be. Whenever you can, take off whatever the fuck you're wearing. That's the answer right there. I got a burp. Here we go. Oh, that was a pretty good one. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, that felt good. See, that was like, I had to go pee. I had to burp. That's why I love my podcast. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. If I burp, I'll burp. I'm a man. Zach Brewer on the YouTubes. I heard on the radio the other day the average weight and size of the average person is at the obesity line. I think the average is, well, look, the average is obese. And it's, if you're fit, what's crazy is I'm starting to wear smaller sizes. If you want to hear something crazy, because I got some clothes and some stuff for Christmas and shit, I'm starting to wear smaller sizes. I'm not getting smaller. If anything, I'm getting bigger and more muscular, like I'm filling out. Smaller sizes are now being made bigger because a small is not what a small used to be. A small is now a medium is now a large. Some of the shorts I wear are smalls because I have a smaller waist, but I'm not like a fucking skinny mini, but it'll fit me comfortably. I'm like, fuck, this is a small? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm wearing mediums now instead of large for certain like athletic pants. Yeah, everything's getting bigger. The sizing is changing completely. Absolutely. It's fucking bad. It's bad. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but you'll start wearing the sizes you'll have to choose. So it's not always accurate because everyone's getting so fucking fat. A large is no longer a large. It's weird. I shouldn't say that. It's not weird. It's fucking sick. It's fucked up. That's why I'm going so hard here. Look, everyone, it's okay to... All right, here's the thing. It's not okay, but it's okay. It's okay to be fat. It's not okay to shield the fact that you're fat. It's not okay to be in denial. It's not okay to skirt the issue and call it something else. You're fat. You're fat. Accept it, and let's just fucking move on from there. It's okay to be fat. It's just the truth. What's not okay is not doing a fucking thing about it. That's not okay. Bosco, is it bad that my lower back pops in and out while doing planks, especially one leg planks? Does that mean those muscles are weak? Your lower back pops? The fuck? Is it okay? Is it bad? Does it hurt? My back cracks. Like I'll just bend my neck and crack my neck, or if I'm on a foam roller, my back cracks. If it hurts, that's something to be concerned about. Usually, and this is obviously a non-medical opinion, usually no pain, no problem. Your body will usually tell you if there's an issue. And a lot of times pain doesn't mean, oh, I need surgery, there's something wrong. It just means your body, it's a warning signal. We misinterpret pain so often, and people get surgery so often when you don't need surgery. You just need fucking to care for your mobility. You need to just reset your body and reduce tension. Your body, pain is just your body letting you know something's going on based on importance. Like you put your hand on a stove, it hurts like a motherfucker. Your body's telling you, don't do that. You're going to lose your fucking hand or your skin. It's just your body letting you know that something's going on. It's like an alert. Brr. So if you move and like, oh, you have like sharp pain, your body's telling you, nope, don't do that. Now what we have to do is not go into the bathroom and take an ibuprofen. We have to think, why is that pain occurring? Maybe it's because my tight hips. I need to stretch. I need to do more yoga. I need to do some more soft tissue release and all that stuff. And oh, magically it goes away. Anytime I feel tension in my knees, I know I sit down a lot. It's probably like my quadriceps, my patellar tendon. I just get tight from sitting down and from just tension from lifting. So I got to do more foam rolling. I got to do more mobility, and it goes away and I'm fine. It's just, you have to shift your focus. If you start feeling tight and tense, and you have to shift your focus to more mobility stuff. Your body will tell you if you listen. If you ignore it, you're going to have a fucking injury. Preston had an argument with this girl about New Year's resolution and if people should go to the gym off of discipline or motivation. What's the argument for? Don't waste your time arguing with people. Don't waste your time. People have asked me, like, people always. I've gotten so many messages from vegans and stuff online, like, how about you want to have a debate, bro? They invite me. Let's go live and we'll do a debate. I'm like, I am not wasting my time. I don't have the fucking time to debate someone that's not going to change their mind. And I'm like, why? Debate. Let's discuss it. Let's fight about it. No, because none of those debates are actually productive. You want to have an open conversation. That's one thing. A debate is just two people, sword fighting, swinging dicks at each other. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. It's like, I don't give a shit. Because that's what I default to. I'm like, I don't care what you want to do. It's like more meat for me. It's like, I don't care. I don't. When there's some more truth or some actual science that comes out that's actually conclusive in some respect, as long as we just can keep on compiling data and there's nothing that points any direction. If anything, it's towards eating fucking quality animal proteins for sure. That's how we're still here on this fucking earth. It's so weird. What kind of yoga do I do? I've done Bikram before. I do the yoga classes inside my membership site, Swole Enormous X. We have level 1, 2, and 3 vinyasa. We have beginner classes, yin yoga, strap and block classes. I like hot yoga too. I just don't go to a studio anymore. I just don't really have time. Or I don't schedule the time. I don't prioritize that. But I do more mobility stuff here. That's why I don't talk to some of my colleagues. Yeah, no shit. Anyway, all right, fam. Happy fucking New Year. Happy fucking New Year. Happy Swole New Year. And you'll be hearing a lot more from Daddy. A lot more. We're going hard already. We're going hard this new year. We're going to keep on going hard. I'm super stoked for everyone that's been telling me that they're ready to join Swole Enormous X, that they're ready to hook in, they're ready to plug into the family. I'm super excited for the new content release. Those of you that are already members, the Swollen 7 is great. Got a lot of stuff coming this week. Just a lot of things going on. Super busy, and I got to get to editing some stuff. I want to post a new workout video on Instagram and Facebook tonight, so I'm going to go get to that now, get this podcast up, get some other stuff going, eat, maybe shower, maybe wipe my ass if I have fucking time. Just doesn't stop going. It doesn't stop. But that's how your fitness is, my people. Your fitness is never ending. Think about this. Okay, no, pause. No, but don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Your fitness doesn't end. Just like when I'm doing like every single day, it's like more content. I got to do another video. I do this. That never ends. So does your fitness. Your life doesn't end until it ends. So you have to strap in, focus, take a deep breath, and really all your actions need to map to this being an entire journey and adjust along the way. Don't take it too seriously. But understand that your actions are going to lead to your results. If you're not doing shit about it, you're not going to get any fucking change. That's it, fam. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 968 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, Slaycast, and Happy Swole New Year cast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. SwoleNormousX.com for programs, nutrition, training, everything there. The Gain Train blog, subscribe to the podcast, all of it, SwoleNormousX.com. And remember, you can follow me at SwoleNormous everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. Daddy's everywhere. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose. I'll see you tomorrow for 969. Peace out. Laters.